Hey, Ultras here, coming at you. We record episodes, just FYI, weeks in advance. And this week's episode we recorded probably 3 to 4 weeks ago. And we just want you to know in this episode we mention mental health, depression, and suicide. They're sensitive topics, and we totally get that. These are heavy but important conversations, and especially in light of some recent losses in our own small community that we want to acknowledge.
If you're struggling, please know you're not alone. Help is available, and talking about it is a powerful first step. National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988.
Which you can text or you can call on that hotline. We approach this topic with care, respect, and as much hope as we can possibly bring to bringing light into dark places. Please listen when you feel ready. Take breaks if needed, and your well-being matters. And ultimately, we love you. Your friends, the Ultras. Cheers.
And there was 2 people standing on the front.
What?
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. And he said, I look at him and I'm like,
yeah.
And they said, well, is this not our Airbnb? And I said, does it look like it? No.
Dog would salivate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you salivate with the chicken.
I probably do. Sorry.
Your addiction.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. She did it. Little baby's all grown up. Oh, God.
I mean, I'm stupid. I'm not that stupid.
It's not
well,
stupid.
don't.
Stupid is not the case. There's ignorant.
It's not ignorant.
Well,
I just don't care.
I see. That's ignorant.
No,
when you
it's
don't
not.
know something because you don't care about it, you don't need to know it. That's ignorant.
Yeah.
Is it the Ultras talking?
Okay. Oh,
Ooh,
everybody's popping.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy
Cheers.
Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Again.
Again. Weird. We're back here on a Thursday.
Thursday.
Here we are, thirsty again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I tightened some bolts last time, so.
I know. Are you good now?
Are you?
I don't know.
Sorry.
That's fine. It's fine.
Is it 6 inches from my face?
You're 6 inches?
Or his?
Guy's 6 inches?
Mine?
You should be fine. Yeah.
It sounds okay. Thanks, Neri.
See?
Okay.
That's nice. Teamwork. Anyway, yeah. So, do you want to get into, I don't know, tea or what? Like,
yes.
I guess.
Bring out your tea. You're really good at it.
Oh, I don't know.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Let's just go here.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the sad video on the talking trash.
Oh,
Are we done?
Well, basically, I don't want to watch the videos, the camera all the time.
Oh, so you're giving it.
No, it's not that I'm giving it up. Like, if somebody were to, and I see it, I'll throw it up there. But every Thursday, it's a commitment. I've got a lot of Thursday commitments at this time in my life. And anyway, so it just became one of those things where I was like, well, we didn't have anything this week, so I don't know. And they've been doing construction next door.
Oh,
a lot.
What are they doing?
It's a laundromat.
Oh. Okay.
Yep, so far. Great neighbors.
Nope. I liked when Babbles was there.
Yeah. They were kind of not great to work with either.
Oh.
On my end. They were a little, they used to park their van right up in my,
spot.
Oh.
I do love your signs.
Against my back door. No, they would go in the back. Against my back door.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of videos of that I did not throw up on the Talkin' Trash Thursdays, but I have a lot of videos of them in their minivan dropping off stuff. And, yeah, but whatever.
You do, so do you have Ring? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I told you we did camera surveillance.
Yeah.
Did I tell you the story about that?
No.
Why we put them up?
Oh, wait, I think I kind of heard this, but refresh me because I can't remember.
It was on a Saturday morning really early.
Yes.
And
oh my gosh, yes.
I was collecting, we were getting ready to travel. So I was collecting my laundry. I was going to have my sheets washed. So
yeah, because this is like super early in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning.
6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so I hear the front door
passcode?
Yes,
Like the
thank you.
buttons? Mm-hmm.
Go off, and it was wrong. And I thought, that's okay. So I heard it again, and I went out and looked through the side window, that glass,
Yeah. Yeah.
and there was 2 people standing on the front.
What?
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. And he said, I look at him and I'm like, well, first of all, got a knot on my head, my laundry in my arms.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yes,
Mm-hmm.
because they can hear me.
Yeah.
And they said, well, is this not our Airbnb? And I said, does it look like it? No. And so when they left,
And none of your neighbors have Airbnb. Like,
okay, so no, that's what I'm like, well, that's weird. Way the hell out here.
yeah.
Who's going to Airbnb
Yeah.
in the 1st of March, right? What are we appealing out here? Maybe in the summer.
Maybe.
It's 6 a.m.
You
Who
usually can't
comes-
check in until 3 in the afternoon.
The only thing, I'm giving them the benefit. I do
Mhm.
try to give people the benefit. Maybe they reserved it the night before
Mm-hmm.
because they're coming in early.
I think you're too nice on that.
I felt like it was weird and creepy.
Yep. I feel like you're way too nice on that. Because
So
I'm sitting here thinking, you're going out of town, and so you're doing this laundry. They somehow knew and just didn't get the date right.
I don't know. This couple didn't look like they were from around here.
Yeah. The way you described them, I wouldn't have said that they were. So, I mean, and coming in and saying an Airbnb
But
in
whoa,
your
whoa.
area.
So I looked at Airbnb, the
Mhm.
app, and I
Yeah.
couldn't see anything out our way. More in town.
Yeah.
However, the house straight across from you is an Airbnb. I found that out
Oh, it
months
is?
later. Mm-hmm.
Ah.
I actually just found that out a couple weeks ago.
like the older one, the like one more of the original ones.
The guy died and left it to his family and
Yes.
Airbnb it out.
Yeah. Oh, okay, because I do see that one get busy with like families and parties
Yes.
in the summer.
So I felt a little better.
Yeah.
But
Fun
going
fact.
back to the surveillance,
Mm-hmm.
you ring. So we put them on all door access
Mhm.
points,
Yeah.
and everything like it chimes,
Mhm.
and that's addicting. Because something chimes and you log in. Something chimes and you log in, right?
Oh, so it's like a little Pavlov's dog. The little saliva, like it's a psychology thing. Pavlov's dog, he trained the dog that it would get fed when he rang a bell.
Oh,
So when the bell would chime, they would get food. So the dog would salivate.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So you salivate with the chicken.
I probably do. Sorry.
Ear
That's-
addiction.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Anyway, and because now you're well, we've talked about watches, but it picks it up, so I do this a lot.
Oh, who's that?
Mhm. Anyways,
Yeah, our ring.
you watch
we-
TikTok, I watch my ring.
I can't find the charging cord, but I have other security cameras, so I don't like.
Dude, I can give you one.
Oh, okay. You might have to tell me how to charge it too.
Lord.
Yep.
You do TikTok, I do me.
Yep. No, but fun fact, I don't know if people know this that don't live on the river, because I didn't know this till I lived here. And we get a lot of floaters, and they come
Yes.
in groups and stuff like
Mhm.
that. We can hear everything so well.
Oh, yes.
When they're floating, what you say down in the river makes it up to those of us out on our back decks perfectly.
Do you think it's the opposite too?
I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to see.
So, like, if they're talking shit about you, could
Mhm.
you hear it? Could they hear you talking shit about them?
See, this is where I choose violence. Because if I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it loud enough that I hope you hear it.
If I'm not sitting on your patio, I'm going to bring out the old
Megaphone?
megaphone.
Oh, I need a megaphone. We could talk
Yes.
back and forth.
You what?
Oh, we could talk back and forth. I could sit there and be like, girl in the pink should definitely not be wearing that. Know your limits.
Amy, watch her. She's
Amy,
coming. She's
Amy.
coming down the river.
They're at your 1 o'clock.
So during a storm, so we do get a lot of floaters.
Yes, we do.
We received a storm once and we had them blow into our dock.
Oh.
And so they walked up the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
I knew of the girls
Mm-hmm.
that decided to feel so comfortable to walk into my home with us there.
No.
Yep. and they had the courage to ask for a ride, which I gave them, right? Because they parked
Yeah.
down at the Montgomery
Uh-huh.
Bridge.
Uh-huh.
But that's a little,
Interesting.
so I am glad to have the cameras some more, right? Like,
Yeah.
who has the balls to do that?
I don't.
Like, not knock, walk
in.
right in. Because Addie and I were home and we were
Uh-huh.
like, this is
Ooh,
weird.
that's weird. Yeah.
Mhm.
I would also agree
That
with
happened
that.
2 summers ago.
Mm.
And they're like, oh, we know you. Do you know us? And I was like,
I wouldn't. And you walk into
doesn't
someone's home
matter.
and say that?
It does not matter.
No. And my home is kind of my, I don't know.
My home? It's your
Yeah. Yeah.
safe place.
Yes. Yes. And it's, I don't know. I'm pretty particular.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do a whole lot of stuff out here where it's like,
Oh,
you know.
social?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather go out somewhere. I very rarely do something here
I
at the
don't mind
house.
doing social, but I feel like we live way the hell out here where it's such an inconvenience to come out here.
Yeah. Yeah, but I also just like my space and place. Like, this is my
True.
space and place.
True.
And
Yeah, I get that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Floaters. It'll be coming.
know. Oh, it will be. And I think we should do an episode outside.
I think that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, make that happen. Thumbs up.
We got a thumbs up. Oh my God, it's happening. Okay, so I started watching this show on Netflix.
Another one. Okay.
Well, you have been catching up on Love on the
I
Spectrum.
am, yes. And
Yes.
I thought about watching Empire.
Oh, I don't think I've ever watched Empire.
No, okay, that's the wrong word. Whatever you told me about.
I don't know.
Okay, pass.
Now I don't know which one that one is. But so last night Jeremy and I had went to Rulu's.
Oh,
and there was people out on the patio because we had Radley with us, and so we were out on the patio. And there was a bunch of people, and we brought up Love on the Spectrum.
yes,
And we were all
I watched
talking
it for the
Yes,
first time just because of
Yes.
you.
Yes. I hope that I don't know. Everybody there was just like, it is like genuine.
It is. I love this because
Mhm.
it is a true, genuine version of them.
Yes.
And that is what I think is cute.
Uh-huh.
Is
When they are not interested in someone, it is, I think we are better as friends. And it is immediate, and they know this. And it is like, there is no bullshit. There is no.
I think you should hold my hand. That was cute.
Uh-huh.
It's just very cute. It's genuine love.
Yes. Yes.
And an honesty, right?
Yes.
I mean, and you don't get that much.
No. We also found, I think we have a suggestion for Kristen at Rulu's that we found. We may have chose a little bit. There was obviously some drinking. We were late to the party. We had come later. So other people had been there longer. And
It was
it's
Friday.
right next to a pizza place.
Yes.
And we're out there, and somebody parked and did a horrible job at parking.
Okay.
And you know how tight it is
Did
on the.
they do the parking or did someone else park crappy first?
No, it was 100%.
But
him.
have you ever had to park crappy because of somebody else?
Yes.
Okay.
This was 100%
Okay.
because of him. He had 2 open spots. There was 3 spots open in a row. He picked the one in the middle and was completely over on one side. I do have a video of this because
How
I
old was the driver?
think I went to high school with him, and you know who it is, and we can talk about it. Not on because I'm not for sure if that's who it is, but I think I figured out who it was.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Super excited.
But anyway, so these ladies are all drinking, like they're thinking they're going to be funny, and they're like, we're going to tell him he parked crappy.
Oh.
And see if he'll back up and like get right in
Boop.
that spot. And so the one says something to him when he gets out of his pickup, and he, number one, does not find us funny at all.
He's annoyed.
Oh, not annoyed. He's like, I park like that all the time.
Oh,
so
so
you're
you're
a
a
dick.
shitty.
You're a dick all the time,
Shitty
100%.
parker.
Fantastic. Congratulations, douche.
And he didn't care.
0 fucks given. 0. I know. The wife was like she's like, ah, and she was like awkwardly trying to smooth over the situation. It was actually really funny.
No, I'm
'Cause I was-
definitely wanting to know.
Because
who.
I was not, like, I was on my, quarter into my first beer. So I was not even remotely on their level. And so I'm kind of like, ooh, reading the room on this one.
That's difficult to be in 2 different places.
And he made eye contact with me, and we had this moment where I was like, oh, you know me and I know you. Like, oh. So there was also that. But
Well, so obviously you're not friends.
no, like, I don't think I've seen him since I graduated high school.
Oh, okay.
No, like
Okay.
not. I mean, not that I have anything against him, nothing like that. But it's
Sure.
not like we have maintained any sort of anything. And I
Relationship.
couldn't place it. But I was like, ooh, I know you. Ooh, I mean, we got older. We look different. I don't weigh what I did in high school. I don't look like I did in high school. Like, I'm very aware of this. And you know, he was bald, so he obviously did not look like he did in high school.
Are balding in their 40s?
Yes, ma'am. Do you really not know people that are balding?
My dad, but he's 60.
I know several that should admit that they're balding and just be done with it. Like, let's talk about that. It's not a good look.
I can't wait till you share.
Oh, I
Let's
know.
go to dinner.
I know. Okay. All right, here we go. Nielsen Ag, feeding America one extremely heavy load at a time.
Oh.
At Nielsen Ag, we specialize in growing the best of the best. Sugar beets, grain, Idaho potatoes, and premium hay. Because believe it or not, quality food doesn't magically appear on the grocery store shelves. With generations of farming expertise and a work ethic strong enough to scare a tractor into starting, we're proud to deliver top-tier products that feed families, fuel industries, and keep America running. Whether it's the perfect potato, the richest grain, or the greenest hay, you can count on Nielsen Ag to get it right. Because when it comes to farming, good enough just isn't in our vocabulary. Nielsen Ag. Real farming, real results, slightly less glamorous than Instagram, but way more important.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good.
Phenomenal.
That's good. Me too. But we had this thing that we felt like would be a great idea. Kristen, Lulu's, this is for you. I think we should get paddles out there with a rating system or a ranking system that we can give people scores as they park.
or a simple, did you go to Simply Hope?
I did not.
They gave paddles for thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yes, that's what I feel like we need.
That's what you need.
We just need a thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah, no
And
rating of numbers, but just be like,
yeah.
actually, I can't even remember where I read this, whether it was like Facebook, Instagram, doubt it was TikTok because I'm slow on that boat. But they were talking about shaming people. You know, when you're on the interstate and people flip people off when they're frustrated or you did something wrong.
I did that today.
No, you know what you do? Thumbs down.
Oh,
It's more shameful
it is
because they're waiting for you
to flip them off.
to flip them off.
Yeah.
So you thumbs them down.
Oh,
That's more shameful.
I actually saw something on TikTok with this. Jeez. All right.
That was
cheers.
aggressive.
I saw something where they said, what do you tell people? I wish I could pull this up because they're like, what do you tell people when they're rude that really puts them in their spot? Like when somebody's yelling at you, like, what do you tell them? And the things that, again, I'm a comment reader. So the things
Yes.
people were saying, oh, diabolical. Diabolical. They will keep you up at night.
I wish I could remember half the shit I learned because I can't remember crap, but I'm always thinking it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I can just remember hand gestures.
Well, I think that they should have paddles out there if you're sitting on the patio.
Yes, Kristen.
That you can give people a thumbs up, thumbs down for their parking job. Because as he was going
I
in,
feel like we should just do that in life.
I'm sober enough that I had a filter. If I was a couple of beers in, this would have 100% come out of my mouth. Because he's like, I park like that all the time and being a total like
Douche.
Richard. That's a nice way of saying that.
Yeah.
As he's doing that, I want to be
I'm
like,
saying
oh,
douche.
I know it's so hard to park a pickup. I did mine over there and I just made it inside the lines. Like, look at me go. It's hard though. Yeah, that's how I feel about that.
My pickup, I call my car.
Because these girls, like all of them were like, oh, he didn't think we were funny. And they like immediately panic. And I'm like,
Fuck
that's
it.
when I'm like, ugh. Say it with your chest.
Eyes down here.
That's how I feel. That's
Yeah.
why like Jeremy and I are a good combination. He was driving my pickup today and we were coming home and they clearly, I think, were lost and didn't know where they were going, but they were speed limit, under the speed limit, I just couldn't figure out and just
Cruise.
yes. And it's 55. And so we were like, get out of the way. So Jeremy finally gets where he can pass them. He floors it. And my pickup does sound very loud. When you floor it.
Aggressive.
It is aggressive. I know that. But I know what he's going to do. And I immediately, because I have really dark windows,
Oh,
I rolled down my windows as fast as I could, stuck my finger out and flipped them off.
but how old were they?
And I was like, teamwork, babe. I don't know. All right, look, I don't care. If you have a license, you need to figure your crap out.
I know.
I mean, I do feel a little bit bad. I was talking with Michelle earlier, and she was telling me about a little old man that couldn't figure out the construction zones because we've got major construction issues.
Everywhere on the interstates in town. Yes.
Oh, and he was in the wrong lane, and people were honking at him. And he's got his handicap sticker, and I do feel bad for that. She helped him. She got it. Like, I do feel bad for
Good
that.
for you, Michelle. Yep.
When that happens, would I probably cuss it immediately? Yes, but then I would have a heart and.
See, this is, I would be like, maybe they're having a bad day and they're emotionally breaking down and they're crying in their car and maybe they came to a good part in a song and they're busting it out. And I mean, I say learn cruise control, but.
Well, this wasn't a cruise. He just got mixed up on where he needed to go with the construction.
I'm not talking about the old man. I'm talking about the guy you flipped off. The one you
were
mean to. Now you made him cry because he's just already having a bad day.
Yeah, sorry. Not sorry. I think she was on her phone.
Oh, she was texting.
She was on her phone. Like, we could see her on her phone.
Okay.
So I don't know if she was doing GPS. I don't know if she was. I don't know what she was doing. But on her phone, and on your phone does bug the crap out of me.
Yes, I also am I'm a good cruise control person.
Yes,
I have to. Yeah. I tend to have a lead foot.
Well, I 100% have a lead foot. I have to.
I mean, Adam, we will be driving through town, and he tells me nonstop the
speed limit.
Yes, and I'll say, "Do you want to drive?"
Oh, yeah. I mean, but I would say, Jeremy does like to do that to me too.
I do.
You know it's 55 here, right? And I'm like, what? No. I
do put speed control on everywhere.
That's when I like to look at him and go with like direct eye contact. And I have authority issues.
I guess.
Okay, so we got off track, but my Netflix show that I want to talk.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So there's a show, and it is sports, but it's like a sports documentary. But it's good. It's called The Clubhouse. Is that right? I really want you to just
give her another beer.
We're going to need to cut that out because that was coming. It's the show. It's called The Clubhouse. I'm pretty sure, but it's on the Boston Red Sox, and it is a documentary. And
that is baseball.
Yes, very good. Yes, she did it. Little baby's all grown up. Oh,
I mean, I'm stupid. I'm not that stupid.
It's not
stupid.
Don't. Stupid is not the case. There's ignorant.
It's not ignorant.
Well, I
just don't care.
I see. That's ignorant.
No,
when you don't know something because you don't care about it, you don't need to know it. That's ignorant.
Oh, that's ugly.
Okay. I will find another word for it. I don't know. I'll make one up.
Stupid.
That's mean. That's an ugly word. No, you're not stupid. You're very smart. You just don't know these. These are not the random bits of knowledge you have in your head that I do.
I don't know the random bits of knowledge in my head.
There's a lot of other bits I don't have. Anyway, Clubhouse is, and it's really good. And fun fact, this is a plug, like not a paid sponsorship in any way, shape, or form. I just really enjoy his stuff. And the director of it happens to be, and producer happens to be Jeremy's cousin, Greg.
Yes.
So if you watch he also does like all the Last Chance U's, which are on Netflix, also sports, but Cheer. Did you watch the Cheer one? Mm-mm. Oh, your daughter even does Cheer. That one
My daughter does. I do not.
Well,
I'm not Cheer
But it's really good. It's really good. It's like a documentary and you like get to know.
Son, I'm behind everything. You do know this.
This is years ago. Like
Give
years
me
ago.
a couple and I'll watch it.
He also does America's Sweethearts, which is on the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders. Very, very good. They're all on Netflix.
When do you have time to do this shit?
I watch in the mornings. I tell you when I'm getting ready.
Okay.
Like as I'm getting ready, that's what I watch is stuff like this.
But you also read books and when do you have time to read? Good out.
Typically on a plane. That's mostly when I read books.
Okay.
I'm sporadic when I read. Like it's not a all the time thing.
Okay. I'm feeling better. I'm just like, how do you do all this shit?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I do anything crazy. I don't think I'm like
okay. So anyways.
He does documentaries for Netflix and they're very, very good. And I love everything he does. So I'm not a huge Boston Red Sox fan by any means, but I like all the other stuff he does because he has a really great way of like bringing out a very human side to people.
Like
And
captivating.
Yes, he tells a story in a very, it can relate to anybody, whether you like that sport, whether you don't. I remember when he did cheer, just the way he told the story of things and the people in it. Jeremy was into it. He just doesn't care about cheer.
Sure.
I remember seeing JJ Watts, who's a football player. I know, just go with me. JJ Watts, he's a football player. And he did a tweet on it and was just like, my girlfriend was like, we're going to watch cheer. And I'm like, oh, yay. And he goes, 2 minutes later, not my guy. He's like into it.
Sure.
Anyway,
So he does a great job.
Great job. So I love everything he does watching this. And there's one part of it that where they really get into the psychology, which obviously appeals to me, of just the pressure that you feel in certain situations. And I think everybody can relate to this because it's the pressure of, am I doing a good enough job? Am I, and one of the guys, his name's, oh my gosh, Jaron Duran. I think he's an outfielder. Again, I'm not a huge...
For the Boston Red Sox.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And he's a phenomenal player. Good looking guy. But he also is like really great with the fans. There's a part where they talk about at the end of the game, he goes out and makes sure he goes over to, and this is way after the game is done, way late into the night. And all the people that have waited for autographs, he makes sure to go over. A little gnat.
Oh.
He makes sure to go over and no, it came over to me.
Your smell.
He makes sure to go over and sign everything, and he remembers. He's like, that girl's here every single night, and he has a personal connection with the fans.
Sure.
And I know the voice just because I know him. But he's like, do you do that every night? And he's like, yeah, I try to. I mean, they're the reason I get to do what I get to do, and they just bring a very humanistic thing to it.
Sure.
But this Jaron Duran, he talks about the pressure and how he went through a slump, basically, and just a tough period where, sometimes at work, things aren't going the way you want them to. Sometimes in life, things aren't going the way you want them to. And you feel like you're beating your head against a wall. You're doing everything that you're supposed to be, but it's just not. And the fans can be brutal in baseball. Brutal. Did you ever? I played a little bit of softball.
I think.
But did you ever?
No, I did not.
The cat calling from the fans, even if they're like a Boston Red Sox
T-ball.
If you're a Boston fan, like if your guy is not performing, they will cat call down even if it's their team, and say some
that's going to inspire them.
I don't really know what the purpose of it is because that's not. I don't. Maybe somebody who is like a baseball fan can tell what the purpose of that is. I don't know. I just know that is kind of baseball culture in some extent.
You think it's just baseball, or do you think it's every sport?
I think you really get it in baseball. It's probably every sport, but I think you. But I don't know. It seemed like it, and maybe that was just a story that they were saying. But he went through a really dark spot with his mental health, and what I loved about it is he was willing to talk about it because you don't see that a lot with men. The
vulnerability.
Yes, that they're willing to talk about it and to admit. And he talked about where he went to a really dark place, and he did attempt to, I don't know what I can say, what will get banned and what won't. So he attempted to possibly unalive himself.
Okay.
And divine intervention, whatever you want to call it, it didn't work. And where that was, I had like a in my throat.
She's building the plot.
Yes. No, but he got to that place, like that bad of a place, and he talked about that. And what I found to be absolutely horrific was after that aired, he was playing in a baseball game because this is happening either in their season, and a fan. I think it was for the other team. I don't think it was for his team, but he was up batting, and they yelled down that he should have. It's too bad that he didn't. Something to that effect. I don't know what the exact quote because it kind of makes me sick and I don't really want to know it. But man, like
So did this air on the
that did not air on the documentary
that
because
was something
because
separate.
the documentary happened and it came all out and
So the
so
vulnerabilities out there.
the vulnerabilities out there, and then this person who clearly had seen this took that. He did get escorted out because Jaron Duran, he stepped out of the battle. Like he went to go confront the guy,
Sure.
which I can't blame him for that. Like, really? Somebody's vulnerable. Somebody has like an honest moment, which is probably really hard for them to do. And you use it against them? Like, come on. Have we really gotten that low with how we can be considerate for someone else?
Well, I mean, you talk about ignorance,
Yeah.
right? That's why when you said that, I'm like, I'm not ignorant because I think that's ignorant, right? And the compassion is lost.
Yeah.
For
I think it's inconsiderate. Like, you are absolutely not considering.
oh, you're just a mean person.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, what is that? Hurt people, right? So what are you going through, buddy, for you to feel the need to throw out that mean comment to try to take someone else down?
And I guess the line on that is, okay, so hurt people do hurt people. But at what point do you say that's not okay?
That's not okay.
That's not okay. You need to take accountability for your actions. Like, and it's not right for you to be able to do it just because you're hurting.
No.
Deal with your hurt.
Yes.
Deal with your hurt.
Sure.
You don't attack someone else for that.
No.
Especially because, again, you saw these other moments with him where he's such a genuine person, such a kind person, and he knew who the fans were, knew who stayed after every game. She's here every single night, made a very personal connection with this person. And you see him, and then that's how he's treated. And
so let's do like the devil's advocate, right? Let's say, I mean, the guy was trying to like make it funny and honestly knew he didn't.
Well,
you made a mistake. You fucked up, buddy.
I hope he does.
I mean, and I hope.
Yeah.
Does he apologize?
He was escorted out.
But does he ever apologize?
I have no idea. I don't know if he did. I sincerely hope he did.
Sure, I do too.
I hope he did.
Sure.
But I don't know.
Because, I mean, you can make mistakes in life.
There are, and we've all said stupid stuff that I'm like, oh, I wish I could just
slurp that back.
My bad. I didn't mean to say that. That was too far.
Well, May is mental.
It is.
It is a mental health awareness.
It is.
And
that's obviously something that's near and dear to my heart, and
mine too.
Yeah.
I mean, you counsel many people.
I did.
And still do.
It's unofficial. It's not my best work. It's not my best work. I'm not professional.
It's not solicited. No, I think everybody has an experience to some degree, whether they know of someone, whether they have been in that situation themselves, where hope, you lose hope.
Yes, and that's a very.
I don't think you can maybe gain perspective, compassion, empathize for someone unless you're there or witness it.
Yeah.
Saying. So I've had a situation where I felt that. Not suicidal, but the feeling of hopeless.
The dark place.
Yeah. The feeling alone. And sometimes you don't know where to go.
Oh, and admitting it and saying it. It's almost the hardest move.
It is. I mean, we're already under a microscope in life, right? And we sit and say we hide behind humor because we do. You wear a mask, you wear it well.
Yeah.
And with that, there's times when, you feel like, I feel like I'm a very open person. Like I will tell you how I feel. I've always been that way. But the vulnerability is when you feel alone and you have nowhere to go. So I'm very much an advocate for people to realize it's okay to ask for help.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't so much that way. Mine was a voluntold.
Which sometimes needs to happen. I mean, and it's, when it's by people that care about you and that know you and know that, you're a lot like me in the way that asking for help oh, I mean, terrible, even if it's like the littlest thing.
Right. I'm very independent, but when I
Yes.
do, I mean, I feel like I have, you just, maybe the communication isn't
Mm-hmm.
being met.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yes, I was voluntold,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a struggle, because you realize you're hurting people and you don't intentionally mean to.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're not somebody that would want to hurt the people that
No,
you care about.
no.
No.
But I think they say you can't in life, you can't grow if you don't hit rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And so the change is, this is not me. This is not who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And you have nothing else but to grow.
Yeah.
And so, I think I think that's when you gain compassion for other people or give the
Mm-hmm.
allowance. And I feel like being an advocate, or even, Jay's foundation,
Mm-hmm.
Simply Hope, I will donate and support, because I think there's a lot of good programs out there.
There
I
are.
think a lot of people they're not aware. And I feel like it's more common than we know.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I think in some degree, you've either experienced it or you've been with someone who has experienced it and you've been there
Yes.
with them.
Yes.
And so if we can gain a little compassion
Mm-hmm.
and love, I feel like, and if you need help, please ask.
Oh man. Yeah.
Because
It's yeah. I mean, there's a lot of different degrees to when someone's hurting or the dark place, or what that looks like, what that feels like, how that is. But with each one of those different, degrees, obviously the worst one would be a suicide or something like that. To me, I think I heard it one time and it's really stuck with me. It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Yeah.
Because there have been a lot of studies, there have been a lot of things that are done with people who have attempted and not completed.
Mm-hmm.
And the vast majority are grateful that it didn't work, because it does get better. Things do change. There are things that, you would miss out on, and experiences and things like that, that you realize, oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so glad I was here for this.
Sure.
And I wouldn't have been, I shouldn't have been. And I think that's just something that, yeah. I mean, this was a darker turn for you and I. Like, this wasn't necessarily not
you don't want to dive into it, right?
No.
Because it's still personal. However, I just feel like counseling, some people, it has that negative stigma.
Oh my gosh.
Or
yes.
with men.
Yes.
Or older generation, that, when you experience depression or a dark place in your life, that's not the way to go. And, honestly, I had scared my family,
Mm-hmm.
right? I didn't feel like I was suicidal per
Mm-hmm.
se, but it was enough to scare my family
Mm-hmm.
to reach out and force me to go to a place where I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Anger was followed, like, this is not okay.
Yeah.
Why'd you do this? Quickly, I'm one to come down. Like, when I say anger, it was like within hours of coming back down, going, the guilt that then you hold, going, oh my gosh, what was this? I can't believe I just did this to my family, and to see the looks on their faces and the worry.
Mm-hmm.
So people say it's selfish. I don't know if I agree with that. I think you just are in a place of, again, of hopeless.
I agree.
So when people sit and say suicides,
I don't know how I feel. I agree, because I think that a lot of time there's a selflessness to it, where it's like, I don't want to be a burden to these people,
because
and I don't know how to
there's a way
fix this.
out.
I can't see a way out.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix this on my own, and I don't know how to get the help I need.
Mm-hmm.
Or take that step, because sometimes it's just a step. As a counselor, a lot of times you'd see people make an appointment and they would cancel and then not reschedule before that first appointment, because really taking the step towards that was enough to give them hope. And then I firmly believed as a counselor that people had the answer to their own problems within themselves.
Sure.
Sometimes they need a space and a place to talk it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I believe that firmly, that it is not somebody who is going to know in themselves way more than I ever will on how they need to solve and how they need to get to the place that they need to.
Yes.
That's not, I never saw counseling as, I have all the answers. I'm going to give you the
Oh,
advice.
no.
That is so not
No,
it. A lot of people think that is what it is. It's just like, why should I listen to you? Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a space and a place.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I mean, okay. Even if I talk about a situation, work, whatever, you talk about it. And even when you talk about it out loud, I can change my own perspective, right? Like you're just like, I feel better for airing that, but that's really not how I feel. Or you can change your own mind.
Yeah, you got to vent it.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
that's exactly all it is. But back to that stigma of that negative.
Yes.
I just feel like that needs to kind of die.
Oh, I would love for that to die. I can't tell you how many people
Because,
that, I'm not going to go see a
well,
counselor.
and I just feel like that's ignorant just because you've never dealt with it. And so, everybody, there's always, 3 sides to a story is how I feel. Yours, mine, and the truth. And I feel like if we were a little more compassionate and supportive, maybe.
I agree with that. Sometimes you just got to be the kindness you want to see. And I say that having a bit of an attitude and having a bit of a mouth and having all of those things. But also, I do think that sometimes you're in different places at the right time for somebody.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I had somebody come in to the store the other day. Somebody I don't know. It wasn't a regular customer, at least not one that I normally deal with. And all I did was ask her how her day was. And she just said, honestly, not that great. And then we had a very human interaction between us, and I don't think there's anything special about, I think honestly it helped that I didn't know her. I think it helped that I was a complete stranger. And I'm not out of respect, like I just am not going to go into it because it wasn't that kind of thing. It was nothing spectacular about me. I think it's just, you're in that moment and you offer that bit of humanness. I don't know what it is, like just a connection to somebody. And
it just doesn't hurt to be nice.
And as we were done, like she took 3 of the biggest deep breaths and was like, okay. And I'm like, okay, you're going to be okay. I don't know how and I have no idea what it was. We didn't even get into it. I don't know.
Maybe a phone call right before she walked in.
It's not my business. Yeah. It's not my business.
Well, and that's just the thing.
But sometimes being that human connection for just a second. Sometimes we need that.
So the J Foundation, we experienced with you and Jeremy, and that's a beautiful, that was a great night. There's a lot of good that comes out of some of these. Simply Hope is my favorite. And I've someone that's been in a bad place. Again, I don't feel like I was ever suicidal. I just was in a bad place. Yeah. But I have witnessed the family member, and very good friend of mine was, trying to deal with a brother. And it's just that feeling of, what more can I do? Yes. Why wasn't I there? Yeah. And that's hard. Yes. So when you look at that, you go, you just really never know what someone's going through.
No. And the happiest people sometimes are the ones that, they're good at covering that.
And I just hope that stigma can go away and people feel free to be like, you don't have to air your story.
I know that when I was doing stuff with the school district, we had a period of time when there was
that bug.
It's like right here, but there was a period of time where we had a lot within a short period of time that I've completed unaliving, and it was as a counselor, and none of them were at my school. But as a counselor or somebody who worked in mental health, like we all felt it. We all felt it because we're the ones that would have to go in to relieve. Because some of the staff that are at those schools, they're having a hard time themselves because they're sitting there going, "What did I not see?
Right.
What could I have done better?"
Guilt. There's
so
guilt.
You
there.
almost have to have the ones that don't know, that don't have personal, because you're completely disconnected from it in some way.
Yeah.
And so we would be the ones that would be called in. And so we went through that quite a bit for a little while there. And it was really just like upsetting. And I learned a lot from some ladies up from Boise area. It was called Idaho Lives at the time. I don't know if they're still doing Idaho Lives in the school districts, but at the time they were the ones that we reached out to. And they talked a lot about that in the Western United States, we have that pull yourself up by your bootstraps mentality. Mm-hmm. And there was just a lot of different things that led to that higher completion in this area in the Western United States for that reason. And while I get that, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, sometimes, you need a little extra help
or love.
That. Yeah. Or love or something else. And I think we've got to let go of that shame with that. And anyway, that being Mental Health Month and all of that happening, I don't know. If you need help.
Yeah. Ask for it.
Yeah.
There is
no shame in that.
I agree.
We'll laugh. We'll drink a beer with you. Like, mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Oof. Oof. I know. We do like to laugh, but we also talk serious sometimes. We can get
that's
serious.
A little deep. Now I'm sweaty for the wrong reasons.
Oh. Well, let's get you sweaty for the right reasons. Just kidding. Oh. No, just kidding.
That's how rumors start.
It is. Oh, God. Okay. Well, I guess then we'll just call it at that for this week.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And honestly, if people have topics, I always want to say maybe we should do a post or something, because I think that if they have topics or we have
for us to talk
we have a lot of thoughts. We have a lot of things.
Yeah, we have many opinions.
Yes.
I will tell you all of them.
All of them.
You're not going to want them, but we'll give them.
None of them, but we'll give them.
Yeah. I mean, some are funny, some are deep.
Yeah. We're complicated. We're like onions. We have layers. Isn't that Shrek that says that? I'm an onion.
We'll say it in his accent.
Oh, gosh. I've got to get the Scottish thing going on.
Oh.
I've got that in me tonight. All right. Okay.
That was not Scottish.
That was not Scottish at all. No. Okay. Cheers. Bye.
See you.
Oh, yeah. Same shit, different day.
This chaos has been sponsored by
Burley Meats,
The Salty Heifer, www.thesaltyheiferproducts.com,
Mountain West Food Group,
Double Check Supply,
and Nielsen Ag.